What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to another Juggernaut Retro Review. And on today's episode of Juggernaut Retro Review, I'm going to be reviewing Survivor Series 1996, which this is going to be my last Survivor Series I review for the month, which last night I tried reviewing the show, but I wasn't recording. I was just talking for like 15 minutes and I wasn't recording, and also I like, you know what, I'm just going to do this video tomorrow. So I'm just doing this now. So even though it is December, I'm still reviewing this Survivor Series. I watched it, so I got, why not review it? And the next year, I would do 97, 98, and so on and so forth. But yeah, Survivor Series 1996. This show was held on November 17th. 1996 from Madison Square Garden in New York City. Let's quit wasting time and let's go ahead and get started with this review. So, the first match that opened up the show was a 4-on-4 Survivor Series elimination match. We had Doug Furnas, Henry O'Godwin, Philip LaFawn, and we had the other Godwin in there. Going up against the British Bulldog, the new Rockers, Leif Cassidy and Marty Jannetty, and Owen Hart. Now, I didn't know who some of these guys were in this match. I knew who the British Bulldog were. I knew who Owen Hart was. I didn't really know who Leif Cassidy was. I knew who the Godwins were. And I didn't really know who Doug Furnas and Philip LaFawn was. I didn't know who those two guys were. Which Philip LaFawn and Doug Furnas, they won this match. They were the sole survivors for their team. Apparently, Vince was high on them, which they didn't last long in the WWF because, like I said, I didn't see much of them for a while. They had, the in-ring, because, from what I saw, what they could do in the ring, they looked pretty decent. But, so they had the skills in the in-ring side of things. But I don't know about the mic skills. British Bulldog and Owen Hart, they looked really good, like always. Marty Jannetty, him working as a heel. I never really liked Marty Jannetty as a heel. I like him better as a face, doing those high athletic maneuvers, like those crazy spots he does. Because as a heel, he wasn't really doing those big crazy spots, because that gets a pop out, the fans pop for that. So he had to kind of tone it back a little bit. And it was an okay Survivor Series elimination match. Like I said, Furnas and LaFawn won this match. Like I said, it wasn't a bad match. And Vince is, kind of this way, one minute he's high on you, next minute he goes like, oh, they're bums. He goes like, we're going to take them to the mid card. We're going to make them jobbers. You just never know what Vince is going to be, if Vince is going to be high on you or not. One minute he likes you, one minute he goes like, he's a bum. He's going to the main event. He's going to become a jobber. We're going to release him. I don't know. I feel like that's what Vince said about these two guys. But yeah, it was an okay match. And then the next match we had was The Undertaker going up against Mankind. And Paul Bearer was suspended in a shark cage above the ring. So, this is, during this time, this was probably one of the best feuds going for The Undertaker. And this was a different look for The Undertaker as well. Him doing wearing the all leather. So it was a different, darker look for The Undertaker. And having the teardrop. Apparently they called this the Pirate Undertaker. I think that's what Bruce Pritchard called The Undertaker. Or that's what they're giving this gimmick for Undertaker at this time. And, Undertaker and Mankind, they had some great matches, over these, 96, 97, 98. They had some great matches, especially, the best match being at King of the Ring 98. Great match. The Hell in a Cell match. But it was cool, like seeing Undertaker, seeing this dark Undertaker and seeing him come down from like suspend down from the ring. I thought that was pretty cool. Very brutal match here. I would say that. And it was basically seeing if Mankind, can run with the big dogs. If he's main event material, which this feud with the Undertaker really shown that like he's Mankind's is not a WCW person. It's someone from a random person from WCW just coming in. Like he really proved it to Vince McMahon that he can hang with the big people. And Mankind will go on to have a great career, or Mick Foley, or the three faces. We had him in the Rumble. We had Mankind, Mick Foley, or like Cactus Jack, Mankind, and Dude Love. So who knows? Maybe we might get that like in next year's Rumble with Bray Wyatt. I don't know, but yeah, this was a really good match. You had Mankind getting thrown into the Spanish announcers. Like I think his name is Tito. Yeah, Tito got knocked over. He was one of the Spanish announcers. Going through tables and stuff. Very brutal match. Undertaker ended up getting the win, and they suspended the cage down, or they brought the cage back down. And Undertaker, he tried getting Paul Bearer, because like I said, the stipulation was if Undertaker won the match, then he gets his hands on Paul Bearer. But then we had the Executioner come out, which the Executioner, he didn't really do that much. It was just kind of a placeholder, to kind of have like a little small feud with the Undertaker. So he came out to help out Paul Bearer. So Paul Bearer ended up escaping, getting away from the Undertaker. And that was that. But like I said, the Undertaker and Mankind, this feud will go on. It's basically Mankind being kind of like a cockroach and stuff. Always coming back, never getting rid of him. But yeah, this feud will go on to be an awesome thing. Like this and the Kane feud. Like those were like the two best feuds that Undertaker has had. And also the Triple H feuds were fun with Undertaker, but. Yeah, solid match though. It was really good, and it was nice seeing this different version of the Undertaker. Like I said, more dark, more like kind of Ministry of Darkness Undertaker. Yeah, but then the next match we had was another 4-on-4 Survivor Series elimination match. We had the team of Jerry Lawler, Crush, Goldust, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Yeah. Did I say everybody? Yeah, I did. Going up against the Stalker, which is who's the Stalker? Mark Merrow? No, Bear Windham. Sorry. Yeah, but why did they call him the Stalker? That's a weird gimmick. The Stalker, Mark Merrow, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Rocky Maivia, a.k.a. The Rock. The Rock will go on to have a great career. You had The Rock coming out with a big kind of like big bushy hair and like having that smile on, having those blue tights on or blue trunks on. And coming out as a white meat baby face. This was an okay match. I don't remember a whole lot from it. I remember Jake the Snake Roberts, him looking like really big, kind of like, he was drinking at this point. This is kind of like the return of Jake the Snake Roberts. And, one thing I hated what they did throughout this year, like they did with the feud with Jake the Snake Roberts, they made him like do this whole like drinking gimmick and like him kind of like walking drunk out to the ring, which I hated how they implemented that. Like the storyline he did with Jerry Lawler, which was stupid. I don't even know why they did that. But back on about this match. Jake the Snake Roberts, he hit a really nice DDT onto, excuse me, hit a nice DDT onto Jerry Lawler in the match. That was nice. Rocky Maivia, it came down to like a 2-on-1 match, and Rocky Maivia was the sole survivor for his team. The fans got a really good pop out of it. And like I said, The Rock, he would go on to have a great career. I mean, eventually, down the line, they started chanting "Die Rocky Die" or "Rocky sucks" because they were just shoving Rocky down people's throats, because like he didn't really have a whole lot of charisma at that point. I mean, he had charisma, but like he was just a white meat baby face, who wasn't being himself. That's basically what it was. But yeah, I mean, the Survivor Series had some like great debuts, like right here with Rocky Maivia, and then 90 with The Undertaker. What was it, 91? I can't remember what year. 90 or 91, I don't remember. But yeah, you had some great debuts at the Rumble, and this was a great debut with The Rock. And Hunter Hearst Helmsley, like seeing Hunter Hearst Helmsley and The Rock go at it, or Rocky Maivia go at it, kind of preview what we could see in the future. I mean, hindsight is 2020. I'll tell you that right now, because the great matches that The Rock and Triple H put on in the near future, crazy. But yeah, we will move on to the next match, which we had was a number 1 contenders match for the WWF Championship. We had Bret Hart going up against Stone Cold Steve Austin. This was an amazing match. I enjoyed it, and the promo before this, like, there's this thing that's like living rent free in my mind. Like when Stone Cold says, "Put the S in front of Hitman," that's what I think of Bret Hart. So if you put the S in front of Hitman, I think you guys already know what that gets you. But yeah, the promos like leading up to this, leading up to this pay-per-view, them going back and forth with each other was really good. A really, really solid match here. Good technically. Really good in the ring. I really like how Bret Hart won this match because he did the same thing he did at WrestleMania 8 where Stone Cold, he had the $1 Million Dream $1 Million Dream locked in. And then Bret Hart used the ropes or used the turnbuckle to kick off and like turn it into a pin combination and pinned Stone Cold Steve Austin to become the number 1 contender. Yeah, really, really solid match here. If you guys never seen this match, definitely go out your way and check it out. Really good stuff here. And then the next match we had was another 4-on-4 Survivor Series elimination match. Oh, great! This is a great match here. So we had Diesel, Farouk, Razor Ramon, and Vader going up against Flash Funk, Jimmy Snuka, Savio Vega, and Yokozuna. So, Diesel and Farouk, these were, of course, the fake Diesel and fake... these were the fake Diesel and fake Razor Ramon at this point, because they were already in WCW. Which, those guys didn't even look like Diesel. I mean, I think, who was playing Diesel? I'm trying to figure out, it was Kane who was playing Diesel at that point. And then Razor Ramon was being played as Rick. I can't remember his last name. But yeah, he's being played as him, which I could see it in a little bit with Razor Ramon, but Diesel, it didn't even look like him. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole lot to say about this match. I mean, this match ended in a no contest. I mean, it was like when the fake Diesel, or I can't remember, fake Razor Ramon, I don't remember who it was, brought a steel chair into the ring. Everybody started clearing out, everybody started jumping in the ring, and the referee just threw the match out. Yokozuna, he was looking really huge. I mean, he could barely move in the ring. Jimmy Snuka, I mean, he was looking pretty good, because I think, if I'm remembering correctly here, I think that so Savio Vega got eliminated by Diesel. What was it? Yeah, got eliminated by the fake Diesel. And then we had Razor Ramon eliminated by... No, Jimmy Snuka eliminated Razor Ramon. And then all that, it just went to hell after that, with them bringing the steel chairs and just everything going down at the end, the match being thrown out. Yeah, this match was not that good at all. Like, if you skip over this match, I wouldn't blame you. Yeah, so there was a no contest to that Survivor Series match. And then you had the main event for the WWF Championship. You had Shawn Michaels defending the title against Sycho Sid. This was a great match. This was awesome stuff. I mean, Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler. I mean, Sycho Sid, he was a good big man. A lot of fans were behind him, and a lot of fans were behind Shawn Michaels. I mean, there were some people booing Michaels and stuff, but both these guys, were, kind of buddy and stuff until, Michaels kind of like super kicked him in the face, and, then the vicious side of Sycho Sid, the Psycho came out of Sycho Sid. No pun. Oh, actually pun intended there. Yeah, good stuff here. Especially like towards the ending, with Sycho Sid taking the camera from the cameraman and taking out Jose Lothario, knocking him out. Which he was down for a while. I go like, oh man, I thought they killed him. I thought they killed that man. And then Shawn Michaels, he was very concerned about Jose Lothario. And then Shawn Michaels gets hit in the back with the camera, and Sycho Sid wins the WWF Championship. He becomes the new WWF champion here, and the fans were so happy. There's this guy, sitting front row. He was like, "You're the man, Sycho Sid. You're the man." He just kept saying, "You're the man," and like people were like so happy. It's just kind of like a changing of the guards. Like you have more like kind of like the anti-hero, or more like the heel, like being cheered more. Kind of going into like 1997. I don't know. I think they were kind of tired of like these white meat baby faces, always winning and stuff. They wanted to see something different. And this is something different here, like seeing kind of like a churn, like Sycho Sid turn heel, kind of in a way. But even though Sycho Sid was still fist bumping everybody after the match, kind of celebrating with everybody. But yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, it was kind of a changing of the guard, going into 1997. You having a lot of heels win, be champion. A lot of them cheering on more because, like I said, they were tired of like kind of like the Hulk Hogan era, like with everybody, like the white meat baby faces, kind of ending the show on a positive note. They wanted to see something different, which this was something different here. So really solid match. Shawn Michaels, he's always a good worker. Yeah, so really good stuff here. But yeah, that was Survivor Series 1996. Overall, I think this was a really good Survivor Series show. Like, definitely what made the show was the Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin match. That really made the show. Also, the Undertaker and Mankind match was really good, as well as the main event with Sycho Sid and Shawn Michaels. But the Survivor Series elimination matches weren't bad. I mean, the best one you should check out is you should check out the opener. Check out the opening Survivor Series match, and check out the debut of Rocky Maivia, aka The Rock. Seeing his debut. Don't check out the one that had a no contest. Don't check out that match. But yeah, like I said, that was my Survivor Series 1996 review. If this is your first time ever checking out my channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. That really helped me out a whole lot. Also, hit that like button. Share the video with all your friends. Share it on all social media platforms. Turn on my notifications to be notified every time I make a new video. Am I forgetting anything? Also, yeah, go down in the comments below. Tell me what you guys want to see coming up in the future here. Tell me some videos you guys want to see. As well as, follow me on my social media platforms. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheTrueJSB. I think that's all for, plugs. Like I said, subscribe if you're first time ever checking out my channel. My mind's kind of foggy right now. And also some videos like coming up. So during the month of December, I'm going to be doing Armageddon reviews. So, I'm going to do a few Armageddon reviews. And then, maybe towards like the end of December, maybe I might start doing my January. Might start doing my Royal Rumble reviews, because that's going to be coming up very, very soon. We're going to be on the road to WrestleMania here in just like a few weeks, which is crazy to think about. Also plan on doing some more watch-alongs on my channel. Maybe for NXT, maybe Raw, maybe Impact. I don't know. We'll see. Because I want to implement more live streams on my channel, or more like watch-alongs on my channel. So stay tuned for that. That's definitely going to be coming. As well as like more discussions and stuff like that. So like I said, stay tuned for that. But yeah, like I said, subscribe. Just hit 505 subscribers. I'm on the road to 550. And also go subscribe to Kickin It with Leo, the Instant Classic Wrestling podcast, the T.A.G. podcast, Real Take Wrestling. I don't know if I'm forgetting about anybody. The Flex Zone podcast, check out them as well. And also, maybe tell me tell me what you guys want to see here in the future. Because I'm open up to suggestions, what you guys want to see. But this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out. And I will catch you guys in my next video, whenever that may be. So, see you guys later.